What's up, everybody? Welcome into Ahead of the Spread. I am Hakeem Prophet or Skee Prophet, however you want to call me. We will be without Ronald Cobain today. And yeah, you guys got to put up with me for a little bit tonight. So we do always start the show by being transparent. Today, I only had one bet in the association, and it was not a good one. It was not a winner. It was the Thunder minus 10. I thought process was Denver. I thought they would be more tired than what they showed. They were not. And Jokic and Murray were just too good. They kept them in the game. They were leading most of the game. Thunder only won by 7. So wasn't a good bet there. Didn't win and have to do better for tomorrow. What's up to everybody in the chat? Do see Zeke Master here. Appreciate you tapping in. A couple other guys tuning in. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, this should be a quick and easy show. A little bit different than how we normally do, but let's get started. Let's pull up the odds screen. Take a look at odds logic. There will be a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Good place to line shop. See all the lines that you um, may like in one spot. Injury info news, all that good stuff. So this first one, we're going to take a look at New York and Boston, and it opened up Boston -4. Now I see 4.5 pretty much everywhere. Total open 208.5. Looks like 208. And I am not gonna put up. I'm not gonna put up, the money baller stuff. I'm just gonna talk about these games tonight. But injury wise, we all know what happened to Tatum. Um, it's pretty terrible when the stars get injured like that. Other than that, Sam Hauser's game time decision. I don't see anybody else on the report. First thing that comes to my mind. Um, I mean, we've seen plenty of times where the star player goes out and the team shows up and plays hard for a game and gets the job done. It is mostly in the regular season. This is playoffs where the other team shouldn't be taking them lightly. But even without Tatum and at home, I still feel like Boston has enough to go out here and win this game. Um, I do know it looks really easy to go and take the Knicks. The Knicks, they're never out of a game as they've shown. But I just think this particular game, Boston will want to show up and and go out fighting. I think they're going to go on their home court, put on a good performance, take it back to New York, see what they can do over there. So I'll personally just lean towards Boston. Um, and as far as the total, without Tatum, I guess I might be a little different than others, but I think yes, you lose a little bit of offense, but you lose the defender too. Like, he's one of the better defenders on their team, and you just get other guys who, especially if Sam Hauser's in there, guys who want to come in and shoot threes and not the best defenders. So I would lean a little bit more towards over, but I like the next game we're going to talk about a little bit more than this one. I'll tell you that right now. So Celtics or over will be what I'm looking at for that first game. B Man maybe disagrees a little bit there, like in the Knicks first half. B Daddy disagrees as well, likes the under in this game. So everybody looking a little bit of a different way. I'm gonna move over to the next game, and I should have kept this right here. So the next game is going to be Golden State and Minnesota. This one opened up Minnesota -10. They're now 11 or 11.5. Total open 202.5. Looks like 204 is a consensus right now. Curry, we know is still not available. Earliest he would be able to come back would be game 6. And based on the point spread, it doesn't look like they expect the Warriors to make it there. So I'll say I got to look at this one from a total perspective first. Um, just looking at the opener, 202.5, going all the way up to 204, or not all the way up, just point and a half, but still, I think I'm in agreement with the direction it's going. Like we've seen them play. We've seen them play games where it's a lot of free throws, games where 3-point shooting is good, games where it's not. But what I like about this one is when the series is like this, like they are the writings on the wall type of deal. I think you get a lack of defensive intensity from both teams, really. That's just kind of how I think about it. Um, and I listened to some of these guys talk. Coach Kerr talking about the lack of 3 point attempts, and he just mentioned, when you playing without Steph, you have to play some of these other guys. There's less spacing, and you just have to push the tempo, try to force some turnovers, and get out and get open in transition. So all of that stuff sounds to me like run, 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 pace, pace, pace. I listened to Draymond talk a little bit. Um, they asked him kind of the same thing. How can you generate enough offense only attempting 27 threes in 2025 is what he was asked. And he says, number one, everybody got to be ready to shoot. He says, when you have Steph out there on the court, you can maybe turn down one look to get another better look that may present itself. But when he's not out there, you got to shoot that first look because if he's not, you may not get another good look on that possession. So shots earlier in the shot clock, that means more possessions, good for an over. So that's how I think from a Warrior side, from a Minnesota side, I think that they have a lot of advantages. They got size advantage. They can get second chance points. Warriors try to play that zone, but Minnesota started to figure out the zone. So I think that we can trust them and the ball movement that they were doing to continue to have success first that. So I think we'll see some offense in this game. I'm in agreement with the line moving up. As far as the side goes, it's tough for me to lay that 11. And I'm just going to glance at something here really quick. It's tough for me to lay that 11 with Minnesota. I get that the Warriors are shorthanded, but one, Minnesota hasn't been a good home favorite all year. Um, Two, and let me just refresh. Yeah, see, I'm looking at it there. Two, Golden State has been really good. And I guess I'll do it like this. Let's look on the screen. Golden State has been really good without Steph. So bear with me, you guys. Let me get this up here. We can look at it together. This should work right there. Hopefully, you guys, yeah, we can see that. Okay. So let's look at the other part that what I'm talking about. The Warriors also without Steph, they've been good. Like Steph Curry minutes equals 0 and season equals 2024. Mm, what am I missing here? Lately, okay. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's at home, not on the road. So where is at home with Steph? But they're not at home this time. That's why you double check here. Yes, at home, 7-1-1 ATS. They've been able to hang in those games, cover those games, even win some of those games. But on the road without Steph, the opposite. Sheesh. Losing by 12.5 points per game. Um, that's not something you want to see if you're thinking about backing the Warriors. I think you know, I think the Warriors should have had one of those past few games. It's hard to see them winning this game, and they probably feel the same way. Meanwhile, the Wolves, I'm sure, I've heard Anthony Edwards talk, and all I keep hearing him say is, we didn't do nothing yet. We still got to go out there and win a couple more games, and they want to get the series over before Steph comes back. I know the win by 11 and a half is more than just, winning a game, but it's a little tougher to back the side in that one. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It was just me solo dolo today. Tomorrow, I have a special guest. I'll let y'all know. Mr. Ravino's coming through. I mean, I mentioned it on the show I do on my channel before, but Mr. Ravino will be here tomorrow night. He'll be here the night after. We kept these games together. If you're familiar with the morning show, it'll be pretty similar to that. And yeah, make sure you guys come check it out. Let's take a look at some comments before we finish up and get out of here with the top looks. I don't know if they don't care about scoring during playoffs. I think teams are tired. Teams starting to get familiar playing with each other. etc., etc. Bitsy sharing some ATP Rome. Z and Musetti over 22 and a half games. Man, ATP hasn't been so kind to me. WTA has been awesome. I love WTA, but I need some more work done on ATP. So appreciate you sharing. Bitsy was good finesse. Good to see you in here. Hope all is well with you. See a couple more comments before we get out of here. Mark A, usual suspect right there. Appreciate you. Wham Bam likes the Timberwolves and the Knicks. Guess he's saying there. AJ reminding everybody hit the like button. Definitely helps out the show. Appreciate you guys for that. So let's go to top looks. And if I'm playing in that first game, or you know what, if I'm playing both games, I'm laying. I think it's I think it's favorites and overs tomorrow. Those are really the ways I'm looking. And if you guys are listening throughout the show, you probably can tell which what I like the most. But I do have my top look up for tomorrow. And if you guys are interested, it's at wagertalk.com. I will also have some free plays up. I'm going to look at a couple WTA for tomorrow. And yeah, so keep an eye on my free pick page, and I will get with you guys tomorrow.